So we are about to get a taste of Lebanon with a brand new cookbook. Lebanese Cuisine has more than 185 recipes, and co-author Leila Habib-Kirske is in our kitchen right now showing me some of those recipes this morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we're starting off with an eggplant dish, right?
Right. So a really common thing in Lebanese food is stuffed vegetables. So zucchini, cabbage rolls, grape leaves, the whole 9 yards. And this one's just super easy to get started. It's mostly layered with the meat and vegetables.
Right, and I like meat, but sometimes I don't want it to be the main part of my meal,
Right.
so I like that this is a mix. And I think this time of year we're all trying to ease into maybe some more veggies.
Less, exactly, and that's what I love. I mean, of course, I grew up on this, but meat is not always the primary piece. It's really rice, vegetables, so it's a supplement versus the main event.
I love it. All right, so how we get started? We've got some ground beef.
So we got this party started with the meat.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put you to work a little bit.
Oh yeah, I got
here.
this.
Yeah.
I got this.
So if you could want to just throw in the onions.
Oh right. Oh yes, I can do that. So just like two. Is it maybe a?
It's about 2 onions. It's,
Yeah.
that happens to be one very, very large onion, but like 2 will do it.
All right. So you want to get at least maybe 2 cups at least of onions,
Exactly.
right?
And then just a pinch of cinnamon. And cinnamon is a really unique ingredient in Lebanese food. Just a little bit of a hint. A little more. Oh, that's all good. One more.
It mostly
There
landed
we go.
outside the pan.
It's all good. But that cinnamon's a really common spice, which
in Lebanese food, really?
It is, yeah. And so it gives it a little bit of spice, but it's not spicy.
Okay, got it.
And then we'll get those going, and then we'll throw in the pine nuts, and then just do a little salt and pepper.
All these pine nuts?
All of them.
Okay, so that's about what, like a quarter cup?
About a third of a cup, half a cup of pine nuts.
All right.
And then meanwhile, while we're getting that going, I'm just gonna get a little olive oil in this pan. I'm gonna have you pass me a couple of eggplants in a sec.
I got you.
And, oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, can I just say that I never in a million years would have thought that the smell of meat and cinnamon together would be something.
It does.
Y'all, it smells amazing. I had no idea. Speaking of that, when you were talking about Lebanese food, a friend of mine owns a Lebanese restaurant, and whenever I tell people that, they go, what is Lebanese cuisine?
Yeah, it's, when you think about any kind of cuisine, it's really what grows in that environment, right? So it's kind of mountainous. So you've got lamb. Lamb is a really big piece of the food. Right. But vegetables, zucchini, tomatoes, cucumbers, the whole 9 yards. Hand me a couple more of those eggplants. And then rice. So rice is really kind of one of the base elements of the food. But the book is kind of organized in some of the core elements too, but you have yogurt dishes, you've got the stuffed vegetables, lots and lots of salads.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those yogurt dishes because they're really incredible. Like this one right here. I don't know if we can get a shot of that because it's just beautiful. But what is that?
So it's really easy, actually.
Oh, really?
It's strained Greek yogurt and it's turned into like a cheese. And if it takes you more than, let's say, 5 minutes to put that together, you've really kind of just, I don't know, like wasted your time. It's super, super easy. You just strain it with over a strainer with some cheesecloth overnight. And I think the one trick with that is to make sure that you use like a Greek yogurt that doesn't have any gelatin or tapioca, anything that will prevent the straining.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I've learned the hard way of trying to figure out why.
That's actually a good tip.
That does not work exactly.
Look at the back of the label.
Exactly.
All right.
But that's a really common thing. Yogurt is used in sauces. And then in this dish in particular, growing up, my mom and my cousins like to serve this dish with a dollop of yogurt on it. And I don't know why I stopped doing that, but
hey,
it's pretty good that way. Exactly.
To each his own. So I see what you're doing here is you're just kind of cutting up the eggplant in slices, and then you're stacking it?
I'm stacking it.
What's the point of that?
So we're going to put, when we're all said and done here, which probably pretty good here, we're going to I'll move this over here. We're going to just sandwich it.
Oh,
so
that's why it's stuffed.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll put a little bit in each layer, put a little bit on the top, and then we'll put the sauce on top.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I don't know if this looks like it's about done.
That looks pretty good. Let's do it.
All right. So
I'm gonna reach right over.
I can't get over the smell of the cinnamon and how delicious that smells with everything.
It's really tasty.
Okay.
So we're not very sophisticated, but we're just gonna.
No, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
Nope. And it's gonna. In cooking, it's just going to start sliding around anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So I just sandwich it in like that. I did put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom.
Okay. Just so nothing sticks and gets too crazy.
Yep, so we're just sandwiching it in there.
All right.
And then we're going to put a little bit on the top.
So it's not even really a whole lot of meat that you're eating.
No. So when you look at this, it's probably going to serve 4 to 6 people.
Yeah.
And that's just 1 pound of meat.
Oh, that's kind of great.
Exactly.
So, it's also money saving. I like that.
Exactly. And that's the one thing about a lot of these recipes, and partly and really why I wanted to bring this book to the next edition, which is, it kind of is, I want to say, how we eat today. So lower in meat, lots of vegetarian recipes.
Yeah. Oh, there's even a salmon recipe.
Yeah, there's even a salmon recipe.
Tell me about when you just say when I reconfigured it or re-edited it. Tell me what you mean by that, because I love this story.
So my mother wrote this book originally in the 70s, and what she wanted to do was capture the recipes of my grandmother. And my mom worked for the State Department after she graduated from Portland State University, and she would think about back in the day, she would call collect. And my grandfather got really aggravated and said, either you learn how to cook or you pay for your own phone bills.
Oh!
So many years later, my mom put the book together.
Yeah.
And it really is, it's really a testament to my grandmother. But, you know, it was kind of, I want to say, self-published, and it ended up being kind of a cult following.
Yeah.
And part of what I wanted to do here is retest the recipes, because they were all done on my grandmother's 1940s GE stove, with the burner you had to light, right?
Yes.
And then bring the photography and kind of bring it in to sort of the present day.
Right. And you said people have been sharing their pictures of their original books from the 70s.
Right.
I want to see that. I think that is so cool.
Yeah. So the book was actually officially released last week, and people are already on Facebook. There's these Facebook cooking groups.
Yeah.
They're already talking about it, and each person is showing their more battered version than the last.
I think that's
so they're thrilled.
cool.
They're thrilled to have the new book, but everyone's like, and my favorite story is a woman who said her mother's got it wrapped in a rubber band in a plastic bag.
I love it.
Pretty awesome.
All right, well, we're about out of time, so I'm just going to grab
I'm just going to throw the tomato sauce on top, and then all we do is put a little salt, put it in the oven, and
that's all you do. Then that's you
that's
finish
all
it.
you do.
Okay, let me get in here. Oh my gosh, that is so tender. All right, here we go. Give me a little eggplant. Oh my gosh, so savory. So it's very light.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing this and sharing your family's recipes with us.
Thank you so much.